In this module, we're going to learn how to test our code with Angular. In Angular, we do our testing with Karma. We can test our code without Karma, but Karma is such a great utility that we're definitely going to want to leverage it whenever we're testing our code. If you're interested in learning more about testing with tools other than Karma, my course on testing JavaScript covers the three main testing libraries that are used when testing JavaScript, which are Jasmine, QUnit, and Mocha. Angular by default uses Jasmine, although you can use any testing library, but Jasmine happens to be better supported, so we're going to use Jasmine in this module. It's important to note that in this module, I'm going to assume that you already know how to use Jasmine. If you don't, again, I'll refer you to my course on testing client-side JavaScript. I have an entire module on Jasmine. I highly recommend you go watch it. In addition to that, we'll be covering mocking. In that same course, I have an entire module on the sign-on mocking library. That would be another good module to watch if you have no idea what sign-on is and how to use it. After we talk about Karma, we're going to talk about how to unit test. We're going to start by looking at how to unit test controllers. Then we'll look at how to unit test services, then filters. Then finally, we'll wrap up our unit testing by looking at how to unit test directives. The last thing we're going to look at is how to do end-to-end testing with Angular. End-to-end tests is a very unique and very powerful feature of Angular that allows you to write tests that exercise your application in a production environment. You can essentially automate the browser and go through scenarios that utilize your actual application just like a user would and make sure that the application works the right way. These kinds of tests can be very valuable, but they can also be very brittle because they might break easily when you change your HTML. So be careful when writing your end-to-end tests that you don't make them too brittle by tying them very closely to your HTML.